as I was going through the budget book, one of the things that kind of I found of interest and I have questions about, if you look at page 110, and it really doesn't matter, pick the elementary school, 108, 109, 110, 111. If you look at the instructional line category, for example, for Anthony Burns Elementary on page 108, they have two different instructional lines. One's $32,000 for the fiscal year 19 approved. And then if you just go across to Conway Elementary, it has $12,002. And these numbers, but then below that is other educational supplies. And these numbers really jump around for each elementary school. Falmouth has $36,000, and then Ferry Farm has $28,000. And then the same thing for computer, paper, and toner. And at first I was thinking, well, maybe that's because some of the schools are Title I schools. They might have more expenses rather than others. So can somebody help explain how these are driven and... Okay.
So, Ms. Bohmke, the allocation for individual schools is driven by the enrollment at the school, and the schools receive a per pupil expense, right? And then they determine how it is that they want to use those resources within their building, and that's why you have some discrepancy between what you might see at one school versus what you might see at another school. But they all receive the same amount in terms of the base allocation on a per pupil basis. The amount is different elementary, middle, and high per child.
Okay.
And then
So I guess if I wanted to look at, if, let's just say Conway Elementary uses $15,000 a year. So you're not doing zero-based budgeting. They're given a certain allocation, and then they're allowed to use that money however they see fit in their curriculum in that building.
Well, in order to provide materials and supplies to support instruction during the course of that year. So, at the high school level, what you're talking about are, chemicals for a chemistry classroom.
Right.
Or expendable materials that you might be using in a biology class. Or other things that might be used in classrooms across the division. Some of our schools place a high value on purchasing additional technology at the school level, so you might see them putting it into a technology line to purchase additional Chromebooks for use in classrooms.